Hey guys, what's going on? Feel like I haven't made a video in a while, and that's true because been out of town. So that's been pretty crazy. We got two little babies. One's 3, one's 6 months. So kind of a weird dynamic to travel, but it was pretty fun. We went to Texas, which is about 12 hours away. So we went about halfway and we stopped, got a hotel, went another halfway, stopped in some parts, on the way. Tried to make kind of like little mini trips. So we went to Arkansas, we saw a blacksmith, saw this old town. It was pretty good. We caught up with family. So that's kind of why I've been a little MIA. So I've just been enjoying my kind of time off and hanging around with the family. But it's got me thinking about, first of all, I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I hope everyone's doing good. If you have a YouTube channel and you're trying new things or documenting your life, that's awesome. Or if you just like to watch YouTube, that's awesome too. Me, I'm more of a YouTube watcher, but I'm getting in, like I have the channel. So we're up to 367 subscribers as of now, which it's January 3rd. So channel's doing pretty good. I started it, I've had it for a while, but I started really trying to do consistent uploads more often than not. But the main thing with it is it's 2025. So if you have, some goals with your channel or goals just in life, it's kind of a good time to maybe share them with others. Or some people don't like to share them because they feel like when they don't accomplish them, then it makes them feel bad. Like, oh, you said you're going to do this. But I think sharing them is good, because even if you don't necessarily get to the goalpost, you're still working towards or forwards, and you have something set to help you. So in my life, my goals are always changing. So I may set a goal, hey, I want to finish this car. I got a car behind you guys. I want to finish that. But the time and effort that thing takes, I'm just chiseling at it, here and there when I have time. But long story short, if you have a goal, that's awesome. I believe in setting goals, and I'm a fan of sharing the goals. So what I would like to do with my channel is I'm not making really any changes. I'm just adding a couple things. So I want to test out and see if, because what I'm looking for is kind of like community, if that makes sense. Because I don't have a lot of friends, and it's not that I need friends. I'm an only child. So I'm always kind of I guess you would say like a lone wolf, and my friends are really my family. And so I don't have a lot of friends. So having more connections, not necessarily friends, but more of like a community, like, hey, what do you think about this chainsaw? Or like, I don't do that. Like, that's what I like. Because, or like, for example, when I split, some people split wood on the ground. I do that. Some people, that's faster. Some people like to use a block. I also use a block. Some people use a tire, or one of those rubber straps. So it's really up to what you want to do. But I'm about trying new things and figuring out what's working for me. Or like maybe a person does a muffler does a certain thing to their muffler and they're sharing it and that helps. I'm all for that learning process. So that's what I'm looking for in YouTube, and that's why I wanted to document my life and try to put myself out there and not necessarily put in the work to reap the benefit, but I want to put in the work so others can benefit and myself, if that makes sense. So I want to help people and do things, that are fun, that I like to do. So kind of a random rant we're having, but also to I want to include, back to the point, I want to include you guys in the process. So like, for example, some people, you can ask the channel, me in the channel, like, hey, I want to see more chainsaw stuff, using the chainsaw, or hey, I want to see more modifications of the chainsaw. I'm coming from a car background. So this two-stroke stuff is it's like science and art at the same time. Like, it's super hard to pin down. Like a car engine, you throw a camshaft, high compression engine, pistons in your engine, lighten the assembly, rotating assembly, put in higher octane fuel, tune it, aftermarket tuner, you're gonna make more power. But two strokes are different. Sometimes you can do one thing to one saw and the other saw will act. I mean, every car is different, but there's not really, it's more of like a art, science and art mix. It's pretty interesting to me. So sorry, my dog's won't stop barking. So I want to include you guys, like, hey Alex, I just found this bar oil you should try, or hey Alex, I found this you should try, or this tip I found out for cleaning my chainsaw. I saw one guy, I forgot his channel name, but I watch his channel pretty often, but he's hosing off his chainsaw. Like me, I don't know if I would want to try that, but I may try it, so it's all about learning and having the community, but I want to include people. So I'm going to do videos where you can kind of state your opinion, like I'll give options, and then I'll also do it on like a community, because they have a community tab where you can go in and do like a voting. So, hey, should I use, this type of chainsaw or this chain? I can put it in, a format. Or like maybe chainsaw bars. Which chainsaw bars do you prefer? Do you guys like light bars? Do you like the regular bars? Are you all right with the cheap bar? So me, what I want at a bar, which I'm in the market for a couple bars, is I want something that looks cool, and I want something that lasts pretty good, and looks good while it does it. So does it have to be super cheap? Not necessarily. But does it have to be super expensive? Not necessarily. So that's really all I got. Yeah, so we went on our trip and we're back. And then also my New Year's resolution is, it's not necessarily a resolution because I may not be able to do it, but it's something that I'm setting. So I'm not gonna go and buy coffees. I would get like the iced coffee with caramel and all this kind of stuff, and get a iced caramel macchiato. Super good, but it has a lot of sugar. So I'm trying to cut out that. So I'm trying to avoid buying coffee. But if I have to have one, I'm gonna either get a cold brew with half and half or regular milk, regular cream, nothing added. Or I'm going, if I need a cold iced coffee, or I'm gonna get a hot black coffee with cream if I'm out and about. But I'm going to try to not buy that and just buy coffee at the store and make it here. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I got my wife's beautiful flower mug, and that's what I got, coffee and cream. So I'm gonna try to cut down on buying it. And the reason being is, okay, that'll give me more, it'll give me more money to put into the channel. Simple. So think about it. I'm spending $5 a day, $2 to $5 a day for a coffee that I don't even need. And then if I need it, because it gives you that like caffeine kick and the sugar kick, and if I need that, like, because I'm in Georgia, so the summers can be kind of rough when you're out and about doing because I do lawn care. So when you're out and about, you need kind of like a pick-me-up. So then if I need it, I'm gonna get a coffee, a hot or a cold brew, or I'll go get like a non-sugar added smoothie or something as a pick-me-up, just an occasion. Or I'll go buy some fruit, or I'll come home because I work right around town, and I'll come home and eat and take a break, because the break or the pick-me-up helps you kind of get through the day instead of pushing. I'm not a fan of pushing when you're dragging, because that's how you get hurt. So, or worse, dehydrated or whatever, or sick. So that's really what I got. So basically, I want to try to implement like a voting or recommendation for the channel. And if you would like to see anything on the channel, just let me know, because I have all these random ideas. So I just do random videos, which I'm not gonna stop doing. But if someone has an idea, that they haven't seen or would like to see, that I'm capable of doing. Like, I'm not gonna skydive with the chainsaw or anything like that, but something realistic, that would be awesome. So that's the 2025 update for the channel and my life and what's going on with me. And have a lot of projects. I've been doing projects, catching up on work stuff because I was out of town, doing some projects. I don't even know, man. I have the whole notepad of projects and all this kind of stuff. So I'm slowly but surely knocking stuff, chiseling it away. That's what you got to do. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys liked the video. Thumbs up it if you do, thumbs up it if you don't. Put in some comments, like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see more. And I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year.